Hey there, Hillary. How are you? When are you going to show me the footage from your wedding? Haven't you gotten back some of the photos and videos from there yet? Come on, I really want to see how things are going. Sorry, you want to see the wedding? I don't really understand. Well, I just mean that your wedding is a special day, and I'd love to see the photos that you had taken there is all. There must be so many happy memories already, right? I'm sorry, but I think that you were the only one having fun. I really kind of wanted to know just what you were thinking. What do you mean? Did I do something wrong? I promise that I really have no idea at all about what you could be talking about. Are you telling me that I might have done something to spoil the mood of your wedding or something? You know what you did, Gretchen. You showed up to my wedding dressed up like you were ready to go to a funeral. You scared my grandma so much she actually fainted when she saw you. Oh, well, I really am so sorry for the mix-up. It's just that those clothes were the only dress clothes that I owned. I really don't think that's true. I think that you did that on purpose, but I don't get why. I think you might have done it just because you wanted to try and ruin my wedding. Oh, you mean it really was that obvious for you to figure out? Well, it really didn't take all that much to understand, thank you very much. And just what's wrong with me showing up to your wedding in funeral garb anyways, huh? Your wedding was so depressing, it might as well have been a funeral. But why would you do this to me? Do you really have such huge problems with me that you have to do this? I already told you that I don't approve of you marrying my son. You know exactly how I feel about you. My son deserves a much better, prettier, smarter woman in his life, not some selfish little brat like you. You aren't nearly good enough for him. Well, I'm sorry, but Robert chose me because he loves me. I don't think that you get to decide who's right for him. There you go again, talking back to me and forgetting your place. You really are a spoiled brat. Do you know that? Are you really saying that when you were the one who tried to ruin my wedding all because you have a problem with me? Because it wasn't just my family that you shocked. Even your own relatives were appalled at your behavior. What? You mean that they didn't think that it was as hilarious as I did? No, I don't think a single person at my wedding thought that what you did was funny at all, actually. Well, it doesn't really matter, but what does matter is that I'm your mother-in-law and you need to listen to me. My first order for you is to break up with my son and stay away from him forever. I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen. There isn't anything in the world that could break Robert and I apart. I see. Well, if this is the way that you want to do things, then I suppose you leave me with no choice. What are you talking about? What horrible plot do you have up your sleeve next, huh? Oh, nothing yet. But I'll just have to come up with something even more shocking and horrible. Something so incredible that it'll force you to run away and never come back. If you don't want to tell me what the problem it is that you have with me, that's fine. But just stay out of my relationship with my husband. You know, this is why I say that women just shouldn't go to college. You get one little degree and all of a sudden you think you know better than everyone else. Women like you get so prideful and then refuse to take no for an answer, even when it's their elders telling them. And that's the excuse you have for why you tried to sabotage my wedding with that little stunt that you pulled? Well, if no one else had as much fun as I did, that's their fault, not mine. I really just don't even know what to say to that. I mean, do you really not care that you were the only one laughing at my wedding? That's not true. There's a group photo that we had taken where everyone is smiling, don't you remember? I told you that there would be lots of photos to remember your special day. Oh, trust me, I won't ever forget this. Hey there, Hillary. Are you there? Do you have a moment to chat really quickly? I just wanted to make sure that you knew that next month was my birthday. Oh. Really? I had no idea about that. Are you serious? Is that supposed to be some kind of a joke? Are you really telling me that you didn't even know your own mother-in-law's birthday? Well, I suppose I just never really even bothered to ask about when it was, so... do you have any idea when my birthday is? Of course I don't know when your birthday is. Why would I waste the precious space in my head with something like that? I don't care at all when you were born, and it doesn't matter to me in the slightest. But the fact is that I'm your mother-in-law, and you really ought to know this sort of thing about me. I see. Well, okay then, thanks for letting me know that, I suppose. You really are such a useless daughter-in-law. Do you know that? I mean, you really should have gone and looked this up yourself. I shouldn't be the one having to tell you all of this. I really am sorry for the confusion. I promise that I won't let it happen again, Gretchen. Is there anything that you would like to do for your birthday? Any plans that I can put into motion for you? Actually, yes, I have a whole list of things that I would like you to get ready for me, if you must know. And since it's my birthday, you should know that if even one little thing goes wrong, I'm going to blame it all on you for ruining my special day. I'll be sure to bear that in mind. Thank you for the warning. Do you mind if I ask who you were thinking of inviting to this? Well, I want to have my party on a Sunday, and you're to invite all of my relatives here. We're going to have enough food for everyone, plus a giant cake, so make sure that you have all that ready beforehand. I'm sorry, are you telling me that I'm going to have to put all of this together myself? Well, of course you are, unless you have a problem with that. If you really hate the idea of celebrating your mother-in-law's birthday that much, you can just say so. It's not that at all. I'll be sure to get everything ready in advance of the party. That's all that you should have said from the very start. Honestly, when are you going to learn? Again, I'm so sorry for not knowing better. May I ask what kind of food you wanted to have ready for the party? I was thinking of really going all out with the food. I want huge fillets of fish, premium cuts of steak, a cake from the nicest bakery in town, and anything else amazing that you can think of. Not only that, but I want to drive to all the farms in the state and figure out which have the best berries so that we can all eat those with imported gelato. Gretchen, this sounds like it's going to be a very expensive party. If you really want all that food and enough for everybody, you're going to need hundreds of dollars. Oh yes, I have the budget, and it's sitting just comfortably under $1,000, actually. But anyways, it's fine, because you're going to buy it all for me. Hold on a second, you're telling me that I'm going to have to be paying for all of this? Well, of course you are. After all, it's my birthday. You don't really expect the birthday girl to pay for her own party, do you? I'm sorry, but even if I could afford to, I really don't see how all of this is going to be less than $1,000 now that I'm adding it all up. How about you just think of it as a present for me? Does that make you feel better about it? Also, speaking of presents, make sure to go out and get me a really nice purse, too. You want me to buy you a purse on top of all of this? And just what kind of purse were you hoping to get? Well, I'm not going to accept anything less than $5,000. Do you understand me? So you want me to spend another $5,000 on you on top of all the party preparations? I really don't think that I'm going to be able to do that. I think I'll only be able to pitch in to buy the food for you. Oh, please, I know that you work for a really big company. Surely you must get paid quite nicely as well, right? I don't see why you would have any issue with spending $10,000 on a party for me. Well, I'm sorry that you don't see any problem with it, but I'm telling you that I have some major ones. What, you mean like being a no-good cheapskate? Are you really trying to ruin my birthday party so far in advance of when it is? I'm not trying to ruin anything for you at all, and I don't think that's a fair statement. I'm just saying that I won't be able to spend that much of my own money on your party. We're still recovering from the wedding and the move. I just can't afford another huge purchase like those right now. Oh, why don't you just come out and tell me the truth, huh? Why don't you just say that you don't want to do this for me because you hate me? Just admit that you're a cheap woman who hates her mother-in-law and would do anything to see her unhappy. You are really not being fair to me at all. But if you want me to help, then we are going to have to downsize your budget. And that includes settling for a cheaper purse as a present, okay? No, that isn't fair. If it's not a $5,000 purse, then I don't even want to have to look at it. If you keep trying to shoot me down like this, then I'm going to force you to break up with my son. You can't really think that you'd be able to break up Robert and I, right? You think I can't? I'll do whatever I need to do to make sure that you two break up and never get back together. Unless you listen to me and do exactly as I say, that is. So why don't you go be a good daughter-in-law and just tell me what I want to hear? You really want to have that huge of a party then, do you? Well, okay then, it seems like you're really leaving me with no choice. But if we're going to do this, let's just have the party at someone's house, okay? Are you kidding me? You really are just trying to cut all the corners you can, aren't you? I don't want to have the party at someone's house. I want to go out to an amazing restaurant or rent out a ballroom. I am telling you that that is just not going to be feasible with how much money you're already wanting to spend on this. Can we please just have the party at your house? I know that you have plenty of room to host the crowd that you're hoping to have. Well then, fine. If you're saying that is what I have to do to have the rest of the party go smoothly, then I guess I can let this happen. But you should know that you're going to be in charge of cleaning everything up once it's all over. Got it? It's my party and I shouldn't be expected to have to do even an ounce of work for it. Oh, of course not. I would hate for you to get your hands dirty with your own party. You won't have to do a single thing. Perfect! Oh, I really just can't wait. This is going to be the best birthday party ever! Gretchen, can I ask why you thought it was appropriate to kick me out of your house? I went through all the trouble of getting everything ready for your party just as you asked me to. The least you could do is let me come back inside and enjoy it with everyone who's there. Are you crazy? You really think that I'm just going to let you into my house? This is my birthday party and you had the gall to show up dressed for a funeral. What is the matter with you, huh? I don't understand. Is there something weird about wearing funeral clothing to your birthday party? Of course there's something weird about it. This is a happy occasion. You should be wearing bright colors, not trying to bring the whole mood down. Well, I'm terribly sorry, but this was the only nice outfit that I could find when I got dressed this morning. I brought it over from my house to change into after I finished getting the food ready. You mean that you already showed up to my house in a different outfit and you changed into that on purpose? Why didn't you just stick to the clothes you were wearing? You have noticed that I'm not the only one to dress up like this, though, haven't you? I mean, don't you realize that everyone at the party is dressed as if they're going to a funeral? What in the world are you talking about? You mean that everyone is dressed just like you were? That's right. All your family is here in the hot, hot weather dressed in all black just to help you celebrate your birthday. But I don't get it. Why in the world is everyone dressed like that? What are they thinking? What in the world is going on here? I suppose that everyone else in your family only had one nice outfit to come in, just like me, and just like you, at my wedding. You should be grateful that everyone cared enough to come dressed up for you, though. Oh, come on, that's just ridiculous. Are you telling me that this is really just to get back at me for the way I was dressed at your wedding? I'm sure that I have no idea what you're talking about in the slightest. Give me a break. I know that you must have told everyone to come dressed up like this. Do they even realize this is all just part of a petty revenge plot? I'd be more worried about what you're going to do with all these people about to show up dressed just like me. Anyone who dares to show up to my party dressed like they're ready for a funeral is going to be turned away at the door. Well, then I suppose that means you're going to have a very lonely birthday party. Do you really hate all the black that much? You seemed to be having a blast dressed up like that for my wedding, remember? But this is my birthday. It's different. Today is supposed to be all about me. Don't you get it? Of course I do. That's why I invited everyone to come here just like you wanted. And I followed all your instructions about all the expensive food that you wanted me to get ready for your party. There's the fish, steak, fruit, and cake. It's all there just like you asked for. But I didn't ask for anyone to show up to my birthday party dressed like someone just died. This is supposed to be a day to celebrate me being alive. This is like the exact opposite. It's like everyone is just here to celebrate my dying. Well, that sounds to me like you have just a bit of an overactive imagination. I don't know if it's really all that bad. I mean, you do realize that everyone is here for your birthday, right? I thought that you'd be more excited to celebrate with everyone. Just admit it. Admit that this was all a plan that you came up with. Who's to say, really? Maybe we all just had the same idea and decided to come dressed like this. I don't believe this. This is just your way of saying that you wish I had never ever been born. You're horrible. How could you try and treat me like this on my own birthday?
I didn't say anything like that in the slightest. Besides, if you weren't born, then I would have never met my husband. So I'm sorry, but I think that you're just projecting your own insecurities over this whole thing.
How am I projecting anything when everyone is literally here dressed up as if someone has died? I just don't get why they would all do this to me.
I suppose your family just knows how to play the long game. After all, no one went up to you and said anything when you showed up to my wedding dressed for a funeral. But it's only because we all knew that we'd have to get back at you another time.
But this isn't fair. How was I supposed to know that what I was doing was wrong if no one told me to begin with? And either way, you still haven't excused yourself from being to blame for this. But I know that if I started crying and talking to people that they'd all go and change for me.
Are you sure about that? I'm sure that there are some people in your family you could scare into doing that, but it certainly wouldn't be because everyone there respects you or anything like that.
I knew that I should have never let my son marry you. It was a mistake ever letting you into my family. I should have kicked you to the curb the second I met you.
Do you really dislike me that much, Gretchen? Am I really that awful to deal with? Because you should have known that I wasn't taking your crap because I'm weak. I just have more patience than you is all.
So you admit it. You finally admit that you were the mastermind behind this whole plot to totally ruin my wedding. You might think that you've done something here, but you haven't done anything. I've known some of these people for over 30 years. No one from my family is ever going to betray me.
Are you sure about that? Because we're all gathered outside here, so why don't you try getting people to change their clothes? I'm sure if you screamed at enough of them, they would go and put on normal clothes to help you celebrate.
Well, maybe that is what I'll do. You give me just 1 second and I'll set this whole thing straight right away.
We're all out here waiting. See you soon. Are you still getting ready to come out and talk to us? You do realize that all the food is outside, right? The only thing missing from the party now is you.
I don't want to go outside, and I don't want to see any one of you ever again.
Aw, what's the matter? I thought that you were getting ready to put us all in our place, no? Because we're still out here dressed in all black for your birthday.
Nobody listened to me. I tried texting people. I even tried dragging people inside to yell at them one by one, but no one was listening to a word that I had to say.
Wow. Well, then I guess we really are doing something closer to a funeral than a birthday.
But it isn't a funeral, and it is my birthday. This is ridiculous. How could you all do this to me?
Well, it's only a funeral if the person we're all here to celebrate isn't here. If you came outside, though, it would be much more like a birthday, you know.
You must think that you're just so funny for doing this, don't you? Well, I'm sick of this game. I just want everyone to go home already.
I'm sorry, but you invited us all here for the party, and we're not going to go until it's over. Besides, there's still so much food to be eaten.
And you think I'm going to come outside and help you eat? You think I have anything remotely close to an appetite right now?
But I worked so hard to make sure that all the food that you wanted was here. And everyone is outside having a good time chatting. Someone even brought a boombox and is playing music.
I hate my family for doing this. How could they all stab me in the back like this? Even my son is out there dressed in all black. Why did everyone come dressed up like that?
It's because when you showed up to my wedding dressed for a funeral, you weren't just insulting me. You were insulting your son. And people did try to warn you and ask you to change. You were just too busy gloating to notice.
But you told me that you were plotting this for so long. My whole family was preparing for this behind my back.
Well, you should come outside now because this might be the last time you see some of these people. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a party to get back to. After that, people stopped inviting Gretchen to family gatherings, and nobody missed her at all when she wasn't there. Gretchen tried many ways to try and earn the trust of her family again, but it only ended in remonstrations from them as she tried to sneak into events. In the end, she realized that nobody wanted to deal with her any longer. She stopped trying to talk with anyone and became a recluse, barely leaving her home. The rest of the family was happy to see her go after all the horrible things she had done to others in the past.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, Bella, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be just a little bit late in coming home tonight.
Oh, I see. Are you really busy with work again tonight?
Well, I know that you call it work, but it really is just a part-time job, you know. Except I've been asked to stay extra long for some overtime. I don't know why, but it feels like I've been given all the overtime lately.
Ugh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mom. That must be really tough to be at the store all by yourself. But good luck with all your work.
Thank you. Oh, and please don't bother staying up for me, since I'm still not quite sure when I'll be getting home. Although I'm sure that your dad should be getting home soon, so maybe wait to eat dinner until he's back.
Okay, I can do that. I'll just put your portion in the fridge, and maybe you can take it with you to lunch tomorrow.
I'll probably just end up eating it when I get home, to be perfectly honest with you. But what about you, Bella? Have you done all your housework? I think I remember you telling me that you had a test coming up next week, is that right?
Yeah, but I already did all my homework, and I've studied for my test and everything.
Oh, that's my girl. And just make sure to keep the house locked up until your dad gets home then. And remember to charge your hearing aids before you go to bed, okay? You know what happens when you don't do that on the day before you have school, don't you?
Come on, Mom. I'm already in the 7th grade, you know? I'm not a little kid anymore. You're such a worrywart sometimes, you know that?
Bella, come on now. You were the one who complained to me about forgetting to charge your hearing aids. And what happened when you forgot? You could hardly do anything at school, isn't that right?
Well, I'm just saying that I would understand the consequences of forgetting more than anyone. Besides, I only ever forgot it that one time, you know? It's not like it happens always.
Yes, I suppose you're right about that. But I'm your mom, and it's my job to worry about you, Bella. Surely you can understand that, right?
You mean that you're really so worried about me at all the time?
Not so worried that I'm paralyzed with fear or anything, but every mother is always thinking about their children, and you're the only child that I have. Why would you even ask if I really am worried about you?
No, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Please, don't worry about it at all.
Are you sure that you're all right, Bella? Is there something on your mind? Something you want to talk to me about?
No, I really am fine. Thanks for asking. What about you, Mom? Shouldn't you be working? I would hate to get you in trouble because you were texting.
Oh, wow. Yes, just look at the time. I really do need to start doing some things around the store now. Just make sure to keep the door closed until your dad gets home. After all, you can't hear well, so you might not know if someone came into the house.
Okay, Mom. I'll be sure to do that, don't worry. It's not like I'm not used to living like this, you know? I'm always trying to be careful and make sure that I'm being safe. But you need to stop saying so many scary things like this.
Well, you may think that you know, but you're still young, and the fact is that there are a lot of mean people out there. And I just want to make sure that you're ready for when you move out and are living on your own.
Okay, Mom, I understand. I promise that I'll be careful and make sure the house is locked up. Now you have a good rest of your shift, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much for those kind words, Bella. Make sure you go to sleep at a reasonable time tonight, too, okay? And when Dad does get home, go ahead and let him know that I'll be working late again tonight.
Mom? What are these papers doing in the living room? Are these divorce papers? What's going on here? Is all of this real?
I suppose that means that you're back from school then, yes? I'm glad you made it back okay.
Mom, come on, don't try to change the subject. I want to know what all of this is about.
Well, it's just as you can see in front of you. Your father and I are going to be getting a divorce, and I won't be living in that house anymore.
So then, you and Dad are really going to be getting a divorce? How did this happen? How did it all come to this? Did you and Dad get into a fight or something?
No, I'm afraid it really isn't quite that simple. You see, your mom is just tired.
What do you mean that you're tired? You can't just say that without any further explanation at all.
Well, the truth is that I was hoping to not have this talk with you, and when I realized I would have to, I started reading it. But I suppose if I don't tell you, you're never going to be able to accept that this is really happening. Is that right?
Please, Mom, I just want to know what's going on. Please tell me why this is happening. Why are you leaving us?
Well, the truth is that I'm just tired of raising a daughter like you, a deaf daughter, that is.
So then, you're saying that this is all my fault? I'm the reason why you're leaving?
That's right. I've been working so hard ever since you were born, and I just have sacrificed so much. I thought that I'd be able to do it forever, but I just can't. I can't live like this anymore, and that's why I'm doing this.
So then that's why you're getting a divorce from Dad? You're leaving him because I'm hard of hearing?
I told you that I really didn't want to talk to you about this at all, but I completely understand if you're upset with me. I simply just can't be your mother anymore.
But Mom, you said that I was your only child. You talked about how much you thought of me. You said you were so worried. Was that all a lie?
No, you are my daughter. You are special to me. And I did and do worry about you, but I've just finally hit my limit and I can't do this anymore. I know that I'm being selfish and I'm not asking you to forgive me, but you wanted to know the truth.
And this is really how you feel about living with me? Am I really just a burden to you?
I mean, in a lot of ways, yes. And I just don't think that I can be your mother anymore at this rate. But you'll be fine without me, right?
What do you mean? Of course I won't be fine without you. How could you even say that?
I mean that you're right. You've grown up a lot and you can do so much for yourself now. As long as you have your hearing aids, I know that you'll be just fine. You go to school by yourself, you go shopping by yourself, you can do anything that you set your mind to.
I know that I can do all of those things by myself, but I'm still bad when it comes to talking. And there's still times where I can't hear everything, even when my hearing aids are in.
Well, that's why you spent so much time learning how to read people's lips, right? I know how hard you worked to be able to do that.
I guess so, but it doesn't feel like I'm a big girl right now.
I know, but you have to trust me that you are. And that's why I'm not going to let you use up any more of the life that I have left. I have my own life, and it's high time that I take it back.
Okay, then. I think I'm starting to understand. I'm sorry that it caused you so much trouble all this time.
I'm glad that you finally seem to understand. Now, I called your dad and told him about this, so he should be getting home soon. Whatever happens next, it's going to be between you and your dad. Do you understand?
I actually just got a text from Dad not that long ago.
Oh, really? And just what did he say to you about all of this?
Dad told me that I should just let you go. He said there's no point trying to talk you out of this and that it's for the best.
Well, that's about what I thought that he would say. I'm glad that he's trying to help you understand as well.
And after reading all of the messages that you've been sending me, maybe it is better if you just go. So go and live the life that you couldn't, the life that you really want to live without me.
Well, thank you so much for understanding, Bella. I suppose this is goodbye then. Bella, are you there? Oh, it's been so long since I last heard from you. How have you been? Is life treating you well?
Wait, Mom? Is that really you? What do you think you're doing messaging me like this?
Well, I was just wanting to catch up a little. I mean, you're in high school, right? How is that? Is school going well for you?
It's been a couple of years since you left home, Mom. But I'm having fun at school. It really has been so long since I last heard from you, though. Why are you messaging me all of a sudden?
Bella, what kind of way is that to talk to your mother? It's been so long since we've talked and you just assume that I want something?
Well, it's just that Dad and I worked hard to move past your leaving, and I don't really know why you'd care about us now.
Well, I just wanted to come to apologize to you. I shouldn't have said that I was tired of raising you. That was cruel of me. But I also wanted to let you know that I'll be coming back to live with you and your dad from today, so now the three of us can finally all live together.
Mom? What are you talking about right now? Do you really think that you can do that? I don't think that's going to work at all.
What are you talking about? Why wouldn't that work? I mean, I thought that you'd be happy to hear about this. Haven't you missed having your mom around all of this time that I've been away? I'm sure that it hasn't been easy just living with your father. Don't you want to have your mom come back into your life so we can all be one big happy family again?
Well, I actually have a new mom now, so I don't really think that's an issue for me anymore. You really don't need to bother with any of this. You left and we moved on. We don't need you around anymore.
But wait a second. What do you mean you already have a new mom? What is that supposed to mean? I haven't heard anything about this at all.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't have heard about her because we haven't said a single word to each other since you left.
But no, I mean, did your father get remarried? Is that what you're trying to tell me? When did this happen?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Mom. Dad got remarried, and he did it around the start of this year, actually. I mean, I suppose we were both already kind of used to living without you around because of how much you worked. But I guess that Dad finally felt that he was ready to move on and wanted to marry someone else.
Well, this can't be happening. Oh, please tell me that you're lying to me right now. How could he just go and get remarried like that when he still has a daughter? And you're telling me that you're okay with that?
Well, I think that you left us, and Dad deserves to forge his own life now, just like you wanted to.
But, I mean, you're hard of hearing. Surely the woman who your dad married must be really frustrated with having to deal with you, right?
Actually, Dad's new wife knows a lot about people who live with disabilities, and she always takes good care of me. I don't think that she has any problem with me being the way that I am. So I'm happy at home, and I'm happy at school.
But, I mean, you're still just a child. You don't know what you're talking about. Besides, you can't just say that you have a new mom. What about me? I mean, you know that she's just looking down on you and pitying you, right? That's all that's going on.
I really don't think that's true, actually. She treats me really well, and I don't have any issues with her at all.
I refuse to accept this. This simply can't be true. But if your father really has gotten remarried, then I suppose I'll have to talk to this woman. So don't you worry, your real mother is going to set this all straight. I'm coming home to take my daughter back.
Right. Well, you do what you think is best, I guess. And I suppose this means I'll be hearing from you again soon.
That's right. So just hold on a little longer because your mom is on the way right now. Bella, are you there? I need you to pack up your things and get ready to leave the house right away. I can't have you living with that woman anymore.
Did you talk to Dad and Vicky? What did you guys talk about? What happened?
Nothing happened. But yes, I did try and talk to them and quickly realized that I wouldn't be able to talk to someone like her at all. And your father, well, I just can't even believe that man. He's lucky to be considered a father at all.
But can't you tell me about what you guys talked about? I mean, if you guys really did talk, then what was actually said?
Well, he told me that you were happy living with him and his new wife. Can you believe that? He even refused to hand you over to me. How dare he try and imply that anyone aside from your own mother is suited to raise you? Honestly, just who does he think he is?
Oh, is that all that you talked about? Yeah, I suppose that would be quite rough for you to hear.
It was. It was so rough. You have no idea how much it hurt me to hear all that. But I am here for you, honey. As your mother, I want to be able to support you. But if your father is going to stand in the way of me being reunited with my precious daughter, then we need to take matters into our own hands. That's why you need to pack up your things and get ready to leave right now.
I really don't think that's gonna work at all. I mean, I already told you that I don't want to go with you and that I'm happy at home.
Bella, what in the world are you talking about? Did your dad tell you to say that to me? Is he making you say all of this? Is that what's going on?
Come on, Mom, I'm already 15 years old. You can't just kidnap me. And I have a right to choose which parent I want to live with. Dad isn't making me say anything. I'm telling you the truth. My truth. And I need you to accept that.
But, this doesn't make any sense at all. Why are you saying all of this to me if it isn't your dad telling you to do so?
You know, I know the real reason why it is that you and Dad actually got a divorce.
Well, of course you do. I told you why I was going away on the day that you found the divorce papers, remember?
No, Mom, I'm not talking about the fake reason that you gave to me. I mean the real reason why you left. You left so that you could go and marry the man that you were cheating on Dad with. Isn't that right?
What are you talking about, Bella? I never cheated on your father. How could you even say something like that? Is this another lie that your father has told you?
No, Mom, Dad didn't have to tell me a single thing, actually. But I have to say that I was really shocked when I found out the truth. You were hiding it so well for so long.
But then, what made you think that any of this is true?
You probably thought that since I'm hard of hearing that you would have been able to just get away with it. But you were actually having phone conversations with this other man while I was at home.
Bella, come on. You're sounding ridiculous right now. Of course I never did anything like that at all.
Oh, really? Because if that's the case, then why were you telling this man who wasn't Dad that you love him?
Bella, you're almost deaf. You don't know what you're talking about at all. Now, please stop all of this.
If you're not going to admit the truth that we both know, then I think we're done here. I didn't want to talk to you before, and I certainly don't want to talk to you now.
But you don't understand. I was just so stressed out. I just needed some release is all. But now he's left me and I need my family back.
Well, you should have thought about that before you started the whole affair in the first place. After that, I blocked Mom's number, hoping to never hear from her again. Except that she really was on her way to try to take me from my dad's. When she did arrive, the police were waiting for her. I had told the police about the things she had been sending me, and my dad finally decided to hire a lawyer and get a restraining order against my mom. After that, I never ever saw her again. During the hearing, my mom told the court all about how she had cheated on my dad, but that things didn't go how she thought it would with her new man. That's why she was so desperate to put her old family back together. Obviously, nobody had any pity for her at all. I'm still living with my dad and his new wife, and we've really been enjoying our lives together. I feel so much more happy and taken care of than when my mom was around. I don't even think about her most days now. But I do have to say, the one thing that I am grateful for her is that she taught me to always be cautious and never take safety for granted. I just don't think that my mom expected her own lesson to backfire on her the way that it did. Now that I'm getting close to finishing high school, I think that's one lesson I'll have to remember for the rest of my life. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.